Gray and chilly tonight here at Fenway Park. Game number Schmidt. And that'll be in there for strike one, and we're underway. Fairly small sample. 1-1. And a 1-1. He'll look at a ball. His first inning presented by.
Not here today.
2-1. Goldschmidt, a former. 2-2. He runs it full. Goldschmidt 1 for 7 lifetime. Here comes the 3-2 pitch and fouled away.
Obviously.
Payoff pitch and fouled off himself to hang in there.
Deer.
Goldschmidt very pesky here. All of a sudden, all that AB. 3-2 again. Again, punch foul. 3-2 and a ground ball. Weakly hit to Contreras. He'll take it himself. Long at bat, but out number 1. He'll take ball 1.
Yeah, this Yankees team is early. His first at bat.
So a slow start in that regard. Changeup missing. 2-1. Wells at the bottom of the order hit 21 home runs last year. 3-1 taking and a full count on Aaron Judge. 1 down and a payout pitch. And smoke down the right field line, but foul. On Friday against Detroit. 3-2 and we'll wind up walking him. Cody Bellinger. 278 with 3 home runs. That's across 0-2. Oh, he was tempted but did not. Judge with the lead at first. And off the plate. 2-2.
Yeah, I think it's a monster number.
Swing and a miss to strike him out. Fastball at 93. And he'll look at a strike. Get a moonshot solo. He'll hook that one down the line. That's going to bounce on the grass. The track up against the wall. Judge heading into third. The throw comes in there. Now the throw down to second. Safe there. Rosario 250. 3 home runs. And a high drive. Left field. Back. 3.
The way the bats have been swinging it lately.
It really does. In there for strike on Grich.
The first.
It was a fat pitch and a base hit into left. Grichuk on with a single. But another home run threat. He'll pop this one up into left along the line. And Duran creeping over will make the catch. Roman Anthony with the night off, a tight back. So Cedon gets the start at the top of the lineup and looks at a strike.
Know how it feels in the morning. He said he talked to
for the Red Sox, and the 0-2 with a curveball outside. Fried home with 1-2 and struck him out. Caught him looking at 4 home runs.
Like Cedon had some thoughts of
1-0 showing a bunt, and he'll take a ball.
Well, to me, let's
from the very tough lefty. And a miss there for ball 3. That script tonight, man, a 3-0 from Fried. Cross for strike. Talking to players, not just about baseball, but about their lives. That'll be inside for ball 4. I think we'd all like a crack at that. He's going to get back in.
Which is the
time at the stove. And in there for a strike on Willie 2. Fouls that one away. So we check out tonight's home run odds presented by Fan. Sox down 3-0. And Fried taking it right down to the end on the timer, and it's high and tight. And Contreras with a short lead. And a little topper to first base. An easy play here for Goldschmidt. He'll get to the bag for the out down to second. Go.
No, you're going to stick around.
Runner at second. Trevor Story. He's one guy who sees Fried. And a little pop up behind first down the line. Goldschmidt giving it an effort. Can't get to it, but a foul ball as he winds up on the tie. Which produces a handful of big leaguers every year, it feels like. The 0-2. Fastball in. 1-2 and a big swing and a miss for strike 3.
Price.
Rosario crushing a 3-run homer to put the Red Sox in a quick call. Caballero here, the short man, the 0-1 right through it. He's been stealing bases. 1-2.
And of course, last night for him a little bit.
Swing and a miss. A wild cut on the changeup. Equals the catcher. 185 with 1 home run. But he did hit 20 to start game 1 at Camden Yards. And popped up. Wong looking for room, heading back near the boxes. He's got it. 2 down.
Jack Anderson went down. The question is,
find out, we'll let you know. Goldschmidt will foul it away. He grounded out to first, his first time last night. Again, 1-2 bounced up there. 12 in a row is 12 in a row. Ground ball right side. Connor Falefa will throw on, and a nice quick inning. On to the bottom of the second.
Well, he's just in that.
1-0 a miss. The cutter, 2-1.
Again, make it all work, boy. Keeps you off balance. Loves that cutter.
2-2 off the plate. Yankees before last night, 1962. That's going to be inside for ball 4. Trying to break it up, and he'll take ball 1.
Well, you mentioned that 0-10 wreck.
Fried home with a 1-0. And a drive out to left field. Back toward the wall. That is high up there. Catches the green. Racing into third, Monasterio. He'll stop there. And into second. Out second and third. Caleb 155 and 2 here. And in for a strike. Curveball. Quickly here against Fried and the Yankees. Out in front on a change. 1-2.
Tacked.
And he swings and misses. Strike 3. Wait a minute. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Is 1-1. Dropped in there. And a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the first one a ball inside. For lefty with a 1-0. 1. Grounded foul. So Fried in front again. The 1-2 home. Swung on and missed. Man. Wells will dig it out, throw him out. He struck out 3.
And a 3-run homer. You know, it's just the way it's been going. He had a walk and a double and 3 straight Ks. It's just.
Aaron Judge with a walk and a run. He was aboard when Rosario pounced on 1 of home runs. Line shot and a base hit. So Judge is on for the second time. It's just a lot of guys in that lineup with punch. Liner and caught. Kind of didn't even hit home runs. Part of those 4. He yanked one down the left field line, and he'll do it again. Back toward the wall. That crashes on that ledge up there. Judge will race into third and stop, and stands into second. And Rosario again going for the downs. 0-1. Fly ball left field. Backing up Duran to make the catch. Tagging up Judge. He'll score easily to make it 4-0 New York. 2 down. The second inning looked like he had recovered. 4-0. And a drive the other way to back up Abreu, but plenty of room. He will make the catch. I think you forgot how many. And then again, if you weren't with us, we gave the lineups at the. And a fly ball into right for Judge, backing up. And will make the grab and up onto the warning.
Issues for this team out of the gate.
Contreras took a walk in the first inning. And they did swing the bat. A lot of weak ground ball.
Well, it's we got to hit the ball hard. And if we can be patient.
2-1 to Contreras. He'll swing and top that one. Caballero at short will throw him out. 2 down. And Garrett Crochet, who was really dominating the Yankees. And the line shot the other way. Abreu on with a base hit. That comes with 2 down. Okay. And at short, Caballero with another chance. Long throw, but on target. That's the end of that one.
His ability to read the batter's swings from first base, he says. That's something that has really helped him. The anticipation. That's a great question, Dave. The list was short right now, but it will get more extended.
You know, sometimes I know that's harder to get those guys.
Listen, I'm taking requests as well, so if you guys have some, I'd be happy to.
Now, and get a guy closing in on Hall of Fame talk.
I think Jemai should do that, but
now that would be exciting. I do see him getting those 2-a-day workouts in.
2-2 hammered back to Ranger Suarez, and to make the play. 2 up. You don't necessarily do that as much as a young player. Look, people appreciate that. Want to get closer to players, and you know,
you show up the next day, you put the work in.
That's in there. Strike 3. Got the sinker. Drew a walk in the second inning. The other,
you have to wait.
Check swing, and a curve is in. Double in the second inning. And a fly ball lifted into left. Grichuk moving to his right. 174 for a batting clip. Can he get back to something like runs? OPS of 834, 14 triples, Lou, 34. He was an all-star that year. He's only 20. 1-2. I say go back and look at every at-bat you had.
That's it.
Flies that one the other way, back toward the wall. Grichuk. They'll play it off the green again.
Love to see him in there every day.
Caleb Durbin over years. It's not helping him win games right now. Men struck out. And a weak ground ball. Caballero up and over. Durant can't go anywhere. 2 down. And a fly ball to right field. Judge right there. And he will make the catch. The Red Sox kind of rough inning, and then another very quick inning.
Yeah, he's had their issues this middle of the order.
Mario with a 3-run homer. Did not have a very productive year last season. He'll swing and miss on 92 miles an hour.
Different level.
2-1. Or 59 home runs, a 2-1. And 3 balls and a strike. 1 away. And ball 4. Outside the ball on Bellinger, who leaves at 40 games. You judge a team. Here goes Judge, and the throw down is not in time.
Thinking about who you are.
On the right side, picked by Connor Falefa, and he'll toss on to first, down to third, 2 away.
Yeah, he just probably
missed the cutter by a lot. 1-1, and dropped in for strike. Breaking ball popped him up. Coming over from third, Durbin, and makes the play. And lines that one to the right. Judge on the move will make the play.
Now you're 109. Just to put in perspective, Dodgers are 1-0. Just goes to talk to you about the lack of slug right now in this lineup.
And that's not just home runs. That team, they checked it today, 116 home runs. That's not a ton. The Yankee team has a number of them. Red Sox right now tied with the Giants for fewest home runs in baseball at 13.
Yeah, I heard say, like I said, I think you're kind of seeing it very contagious in your lineup. The lineup in that area is one of the best off home run months this organization's had.
Curveball strikes out. Wilson will pop it up on the infield. That's another very brisk inning for the Red Sox off.
Can help this. I also asked him about the rotation. Guys sitting out because you have 5 guys for him, and right now someone's got to be out. He pointed to having a weapon off the bench like Yoshida the other.
Shutout tonight. This is Ben Rice, who is going to bat for Ahmed Rosario. And Kelly deals. And ball 1.
Well, we're definitely not.
And keep in mind, it's not like the Red Sox are waiting for two.
You know, it's. Oh, this guy's not swinging it for 2 with you hard on these guys.
And that's going to be in there for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks by. So here's Chisholm, who will take one down and away. He's flied out 2 times. Lead. Good fastball there. 96. Puerto Rico. 96 again.
Look at the year he had.
Check swing and a foul. First many faces in the big leagues, and he'll do it. 97. Your Abreu tonight, a base hit and a ground. A couple of defensive changes. 1 ball, 1 strike. On. Drops in with a sweeper. 1-2. Liner but caught. McMahon way off the line. Another reason the Yankees wanted to get Fried. He's pitched now to play on the wild card games. Toronto then blitzed him in the next round for 7 runs in 3 innings.
Slugged their way through it. And then in the postseason, their pitching staff picked up. They
1-2. Came up empty on the slider. Monasterio with a walk and a fly out. Red Sox have been held. The reason they made the playoffs. 9-4 against the Yankees, and now getting us in the DH spot tonight, and takes one low. 3-0.
Zone.
2-2.
Every catcher now
from the left-hander. Little dribbler foul. 2-2 home. Ground ball. That's fair down the line. Gobbled up by McMahon. Off balance. Fine play. Rivera was pitching tonight in his major league debut and struck out the first man he faced in Jazz Chisholm last inning.
I showed a good fastball.
San Diego Padres have surged into first place in the National League West. They're tied with the Dodgers now. 2-1 across for strike. The Angels beat Toronto today 7-3. That's a strike, and he had dropped the bat. It's second from Rivera. Rattled up the middle. Story stops it, gathers it, throws, can't get him. Not with that speed, and an inaccurate throw.
He said whenever he was stressed, Salvatore would come and he'd be able to calm him down, keep him relaxed.
0-1 pitch and a ground ball at first, fair. He got the out at first, going to stumble. Caballero trying to get back, and a rundown. And now Durbin coming all the way from third will tag him out. He's over 3. 4 runs, 6 hits for the Yankees. No runs, 3 hits. 0-2.
Good change up there too.
From the 22-year-old. Two and 2.
Late.
You really serious about this? You know, you wouldn't think twice about it, but. And 0-2 on Jaron here. Durbin 2. Swing and bunt. Wells calls everybody off, guns to first in time. Struck out and grounded out 0-2. Fried delivers ball 1. Into the 7th inning of this.
Must have been my fault.
Hard ground ball. It'll be fielded by Caballero. Connor Wong has struck out and flied out. Jemai was chat. World Championship team. Fly ball into left. Bellinger's out there now. On base 6 times the first 2 nights here, and he'll look at a ball. And Rivera with a 1-1. And the lefty home. Fouled away. Somehow. I don't think so. Story down for it. Twirls around and gets it there. Nice play by Trevor. He's trying to keep alive a 9-game hitting streak.
It hasn't been Judge or this guy here.
Right. The 1-1. Liner up the middle. Connor Falefa, I should say, Story on target with the throw. And 2 down for his 3rd home run. And then he had Gold Glove play. Weren't many highlights in that game. That was 1. Story will glove it. And he makes all 3 plays.
5 ERA. He's been these 2 back-to-back. We mentioned, I mean, right now they
both in rehab right now, coming back from injuries.
I think that's probably the biggest frustration.
Connor Falefa lays off inside. He's 0-2. Early trouble, gave up a 3-run first inning home run to Rosario, and it's been uphill ever since, and he got a quick hook. Line drive and a diving play, McMahon, and he hangs on for the first time in a couple years.
Trying to extend that 17-game on base streak.
Swing and a miss. I'm not sure that's humanly possible. 2. Won't chase it, and did not offer. The swing and a miss on a changeup, struck him out. In there for a strike. 1 pitch. So he is close. One way out in front of that curveball. 1-2 on the way, and struck him out. It was a dominating effort by Matt.
A little changeup to go with it.
22 years old. He looks like he belongs, making his major league debut tonight. Glove guy.
You bring a guy up from Double-A and pitchers. That stuff may play.
Big time playing. 95 got by him.
Any level if it's that good.
6-7. Slider there, missing 2-2. But he resolved that. 2-2. Blew him away. 94 miles an hour. Another strikeout for him. One ball, 1 strike on Grisham. Did he hold up? Yeah, he did.
We talked really more about no one's really awful.
High drive into right, but Abreu with a play. Jazz Chisholm here taking a strike. Heck, the A's have a win
too.
Yeah, they get beat today, but the Reds are 16-9. Looks younger than that. 2-2.
He's an old man.
And as funny as ever. You will not find a funnier man in baseball. 2-2 lunging pop-up on the infield. Coming in Contreras, the first baseman, to make the catch.
Throw a breaking ball. He just kept doing that.
Abreu 1/4. Gets a cut and a miss on a slider. 1-2. Tomorrow. Another ground ball at second base. Is that a tired record? Made it pretty clear, I thought. There's a little looper into right field for a base hit. Red Sox have their 4th hit of the game.
Things right now are really, the guys are pressing.
Monasterio 0 for 2 of the walk. He was denied a double and a terrific play by McMahon at third.
By the way, if you're
the Yankees pumped in there in the full count on Mon. 3-2 and into center field, airborne for Grisham. Kind of casually makes that catch. Story will take off and that'll miss. Fouled back and 0-1. And Hedrick gets the slider by him. 1-2. And the Yankees on the verge of pitching 3 consecutive shutouts. Hedrick gets a little foul ball. 2-2 off the plate. Hedrick with the set. 3-2 to Duran, and a ground ball up the middle, a dive and a miss. Here comes the run. Trevor Story will round third, and the Red Sox break up the shutout bid anyway.
a little stiff back.
Caleb Durbin will look at a strike. He's gone 0 for 3. Duran taken off, zipped in for a strike. 0-2, way off the plate. A 1-2 from the lefty. Bounced up there, it skips away, and Duran advances to third on the wild pitch. And then he fouls it away to stay alive. 2-2 to Caleb Durbin. He runs it full.
They actually didn't do that last night either.
And a ground ball at short. Caballero steadies, throws, and picked off by Goldschmidt. That'll do it. Red Sox